You want to build a successful winning product in 2023? Well, a great place to start is to look at the recent trends in product. To do that, in this short series, we're going to look at 5 highly successful startups and break down what are the kind of trends we're seeing and specific factors we believe are driving success for those products. So we're going to go through each video and really break that down and help you use those trends, leverage those trends to build great products in 2023. To look at these products, we're going to look at the following key factors. So firstly, the unique value proposition. So how unique and valuable do we think what this product is going to offer us? Okay, that's the first key thing in success that we've seen. Secondly, we're going to look at how acute we believe the problem is that this product solves. The more acute the problem, the easier it is for a product to attract people, to retain them, and to get them to actually pay money for our product. Thirdly, we're going to look at time saved. So how much time does this save its target user? Fourth, how much effort does it reduce for our target user? Fifth, how easy is this product to use? Okay, how easy is it to use? And finally, we're going to look at the onboarding experience. We want to see how long it takes for a user to discover this product and actually get to the core value, right? The main piece of value that they want to get from the product. Now, we're going to look at all of these 6 factors and give them a rating out of 10, apart from onboarding experience, where we're actually going to measure how long it takes us to get to the core value in seconds, in minutes, in days, in some cases. And by looking at these 6 factors, our objective is to give you, as I said, a good idea of the kind of trends, the kind of drivers of product success as we move into 2023 to help you really grow as a business. Now, we're going to look at 5 specific products. We're going to start with a product called Conte.ai in number 1. Number 2, we're going to look at Notion. Some of you may be very familiar with that product. Thirdly, we're going to look at a product called Apollo.io. Fourth, Hopin, and 5th, Test Gorilla. By the end of this series, as I said, we're going to give you a good sense of how we break down these products, the kind of trends, the kind of problems that are being solved, and that should help you really grow and build a winning product as we move into 2022. So without further ado, let's jump into the next video in this series. Now look at the 4th product in our 5-part series, a product called Hopin. So what does Hopin do before we talk about why this product has been so successful? Hopin helps us create community experiences. How does it do that? It's really just a suite of different tools to help us engage with communities, right? Run things like, for example, a live stream, a webinar, an event we can see on the landing page here. First, let's talk about the unique value proposition. Now, Hopin's value proposition is not that unique, right? Creating community experiences. Where Hopin is unique is in the delivery of that, right? The delivery of how we create community experience. It really aggregates these things together, right? So we've got different types of events that we can do from one place. So trying to remove friction there. However, we've got great individual tools that already do that. So unique value proposition, let's give it a 7 out of 10. Quite unique. It's an aggregator, but these tools do exist in other places. Second, what about how acute this problem is? Now, again, because there are, if you are a community manager, obviously creating good community experience is super important. Right? That's the key part of your job, key way for you to do your job properly and engage with community members. But is this that acute? Well, not really, because there are existing alternatives, right? We can achieve the same outcome, organize these events using other webinar tools. Like Zoom has a webinar tool, for example. We could stream on YouTube, for example. So it's not that acute, just simply because we can get this stuff done elsewhere. But again, it's about how much time does it take to sort of mess around with all these different tools. That's where we do add a little bit of an acuteness here. So really it's about time saving rather than how do we actually, can we create a community event or not? So let's give it a 5 out of 10. Worth mentioning, but not super acute. Now, where Hopin does excel, I think, is on the delivery. So first, factor number 3, how much time does it save? You know, removes friction from all these different tools that we might be using. It also helps us compile those together so that we can stream something, maybe share that recording, have all of our contact details together as well. We don't have to switch between tools. We don't need to sync these tools as well. So that definitely removes friction, that saves time. Linked to that, effort reduced. Yeah, it makes the ability to organize events much smoother. So much less manually sort of clicking around with all these different tools. We can do many things in one place, right? That's why we have an aggregator. Fifth, ease of use. This is where, you know, really, really quite strong. Ease of use, let's give it an 8 out of 10. Why? Because we've got a really slick interface. You know, from this landing page, you can see it's a very well-designed tool, very clear, specific calls to action about the type of event you want to start creating. Everything in one place, quite a consistent user interface as well with those events. And, you know, ultimately this product depends on removing friction, right? Why not go and use YouTube for streaming a live stream? Why not use Zoom for creating a webinar? Because we can do it all in one place and it's really easy. It's going to save you a lot of time and effort. That's ultimately the, you know, what the value proposition is about. Finally, let's talk about the onboarding experience. It's as good as it can be. You know, what is the problem with events? If I'm going to be planning a webinar, let's say, then that webinar is probably going to be 2 to 3 weeks ahead. So they do a very good job with, you know, very easy to set up the specific kind of experience, community experience you want to create. They do a very good job of that. Very simple, very quick. Problem is, for many of these types of events, it's just going to be 2 to 3 weeks in the future. So we're not going to see the full value, right? The core value of Hopin until the event actually happens. A little bit different with the live stream, but again, you're likely to set that up a few weeks ahead, right? To plan it, invite people to it, etc. So time to core value, probably 2 to 3 weeks, unfortunately. But again, they do as good a job as possible there. Right? Very easy to get set up, creating that experience. So to summarize, Hopin, interesting one. Not particularly unique value proposition, not that acute problem it's solving. There are some good competitors out there. Now, where it's obviously come into its own is making it so simple, so frictionless to manage all these events in one place. You know, that's why a community manager would use this tool.